big bombshell that you do cocaine. Can we go back to that?
I did.
When did that happen?
It was the past couple years, and I just completely quit. First of all, I couldn't afford it.
How did you get into it in the first place?
Well, I'm not a drinker.
Okay.
And I found.
So the other step is cocaine.
I found myself drinking, and somebody had said, "Well, here, this will help you," and it did. So then I could justify staying up all night waiting for her to get home, taking care of him, taking care of my sister.
How long ago was this? Like, how long ago did you start doing cocaine?
It was a couple years ago, but I haven't.
Well, how often were you
clean.
doing it? Were you doing it almost every day?
No, every time, probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so you have a weekend binge, sorta.
I would do a weekend binge.
Why did you stop?
Because, first of all, he's getting too old, and I couldn't do it anymore.
I'm getting too old. Your mother recently
My health is not good,
right?
And I was terrified.
Roughly a month ago was the last time.
I was terrified.
How did you find out?
How did you know that she was using a month ago?
I've known the entire time.
I've never not told her. When she was pulling her running away bit, I told her, I said, do you see? Look at me. I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, now you realize.
This is what I've taken myself to.
But it's my fault. Everything's my fault.
Right, yeah, we hear that. Wendy, you do always reflect your behaviors onto your daughter. Do you see that? You were basically saying, look what you're doing to me. Now I'm addicted, now I have a problem.
No, thank God was not addicted.
Well, you were doing
but
it every week.
I did it to try to numb the pain because everybody said, oh, this will help. It didn't help.
So what were you terrified at? Because you said you were terrified, and that's why
I was terrified of my health. I know people that have died. I was terrified, and I was just like, and plus the money.
Well, if she's such an issue in your household, why is it that you allow her to continue to live there?
I'm terrified if I let her move out. That he is going to get hurt. She doesn't pay attention to him. He pulls plugs and he throws things in her bedroom.
How old is he?
He'll take the potato chips and
goes all over and throws them everywhere. But he's been doing it for months, and she doesn't discipline him about it, and she doesn't clean it up.
Ashley, do you understand that your son is your responsibility?
Yes, and I take full responsibility for him. She says, no. She says, oh, I do this and I do that. If I don't discipline him, I'm a bad mom. If I do discipline him in the way I want to, it's not right.
How do you discipline him?
I've tried timeouts. I spank him. I constantly tell him, no, we don't do that.
Do you see the pattern, Mom? Hold on, do you see the pattern? You've treated your daughter that way, now she's disciplining and she's taking her anger out that way. I never treated her that way.
Up until she was in her teenage years, ever treated her that way. That child had everything she ever wanted. And after my mother died, I tried to give her everything to make her smile. But she has abandonment issues. Not only did she lose her dad, she lost my mother, they were so tight.
I lost my mom for a few years in the middle of that.
And then it came down to after my mother died, she wouldn't get up and go to school. That was a fight. Every day, every day, every day.